In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the ShopBot Visual Flow Builder. In order to understand how to use the Visual Flow Builder, we are going to send a notification message to our bot subscribers. So for us to do that, we navigate to the Sales Channel section and select Shopping Bots. In the ShopBot's dashboard page, we go ahead and choose the notifications option here. For this example, we are going to send a notification message to our Telegram subscribers. So let's go ahead and select this. So here you can see the list of existing broadcast messages we've sent. So what we are going to do is, for us to access the Visual Flow Builder, we are going to proceed to click on the Create button here. All right. So clicking this, you can see that we are now viewing the Visual Flow Builder. So this Visual Flow Builder enables us to set up the bot flow that the customers will receive when we send the broadcast message to all our subscribers. So currently you can see that it's empty. You can see that we have various sections. The first section here is the component section. This shows the list of components that we can add when setting up the bot flow. This section here shows our navigation options. So this allows us to go back to the previous page. And this button allows us to rearrange the bot flow boxes. All right. So this other button allows us to open the Telegram bot. So if it's WhatsApp flow that we are setting up, in the bot flow builder, you notice that this button will allow us to chat. So we have the option to save after we have set up the bot flow by clicking this save button here. So let's say, for example, we want to add a component to extend the function of this bot flow. So the first thing we do is we come here and then we drag it. So once we drag it out, you can see that it shows us the list of components that we can add, which is also here as well. So, but for this example, we select the text component. So what this means is that once we send the broadcast message, the content that we add as the text content will be received by the subscribers. So if we want to add any additional components that is available, which we can embed within this text content, we can go ahead and either select any of these options here. So this one allows us to add buttons, and this one allows us to extend it by composing another component that we can send after the subscriber receives this text content, right? So, but for this example, let's go ahead and first of all configure the broadcasting settings. So here is where we choose the campaign name. We say this is a test broadcast message. We leave all these other options as they're optional. So here is where we'll now go and set the bot flow title. We call it test broadcast message. So we can add a footnote, but we won't do that. So after we have set the bot flow content, we can now go ahead and then set the text content that the customer will receive. So here we type, we say this is a test message. So this is where you actually input the actual text message that you want the customer to read when you send the broadcast message. So after we've said that, as I said earlier, we can add additional contents by dragging out here, or we come here and select any of these contents. So let's say we want to add the YouTube video that the customer can watch after receiving this message. We come here, we drag this out here, right? So once we drag it out, come here and then link it. Okay, so after linking it, we can rearrange by clicking the arrange button. So once we do that, we can then proceed to set up the content components by double clicking it. So this is where we can then embed the YouTube video. If we want to upload an actual MP4 video, we can come here and upload it by clicking this. So let's see if we have an MP4 sample video we can use. So we can check to see. So currently, these are production videos, so we'll not add it. Okay. So, but this is basically what you do when you are setting up your bot flow in the Visual Flow Builder. So after you add that, we still have the option to continue to extend this bot flow by adding more components. All right. So once we are okay with the components that we've added, note that you can delete any of the components by right clicking on it and then clicking the delete button. If we want to duplicate it, we can click on the clone button here and then we link it again. So after we have set up the bot flow that the subscriber will receive in the Visual Flow Builder, the next thing we do is we proceed to click on the save button. All right. So after we save this, whatever content we have added here will be sent to the subscriber. So let's go ahead and click on the back button to close the Visual Flow Builder. So clicking on the back button, if we go back to the Telegram broadcast section, you see that the new broadcast message we added earlier has been saved and is currently pending. So once the broadcast campaign has been sent, you see that the status will update from pending to completed. So this is basically how you use the Visual Flow Builder when setting up the bot flows that the customer will receive, either when you send it as a broadcast message or you send it directly via the shared inbox when chatting with customers. In this video, I've shown you how to use the Visual Flow Builder to set up the bot flows that you can send to your ShopBot subscribers. Thank you for watching.